Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, Kentucky's head coach told me pregame, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wildcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. Now we take a look at Brennan Ward. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game.
And I'll tell you what, this QB, man, he has been the surprise of the season to start so far. Just ascending in play. Got his team in a good spot, playing at a really high level. Palmer, this might be a guy that we say, we might not have been talking about him preseason, but we talking about him now.
Yeah, and we were talking to him this week before the game. He told us he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder coming into this season. He said, you know, not a lot of people were talking about me. Not a lot of people were giving me the attention that I really felt like I deserved. But I'm going to play, and I'm going to get people's attention. He's been doing that. This kid has been balling.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Trying to get started. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Alabama's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, it's Payne. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Handoff to the lone back. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Tide! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. 2nd and long here. They'll ride him again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Rodriguez. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Keelan Russell. Right side, it's Edwards. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going for the big play. Upstairs, he's got it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense could stop it. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. On play action. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Rushes on. And they got him.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Throwing Russell. Moving out to the right. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They were all over it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They've got him corralled.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Russell. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Moving the pocket, it's Russell. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's going to let it go. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Handoff for Baxter. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Howie, what do you have?
Here on the Alabama sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Keelan Russell throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Under pressure. Hit as he throws.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Russell on play action. Rush right in his face, and he gets it away.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. But the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
Throwing Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's run out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and they've got it in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back? 3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Payne. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Ward. Look out! And it's a sack.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to run it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in at the 25. Lowers those pads. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Right back to it. Looking for a crease. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. from the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside, it's Payne. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Drives inside. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to pound their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Bama!
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Looking downfield, it's Barrett. They're all over him. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Patterson.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Russell. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All over him immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. They give it to him again. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it.